Thank you so much for your time, ladies. We appreciate it.
Thank you.
It is, of course, a very difficult time for both of you, but it's also a time for us to reflect on her life and for you to share the experiences about how you will remember Nomhle Nkonyeni. Batiswa?
As a cheeky old woman, but so pleasant. I've always wanted to work with her. I worked with her on Ihawu, but we never shared any scenes. So when Igazi was coming up, when they were looking for a person who's going to play or portray the character of Indlovukazi, that's the person I requested, I recommended. And when she came, she said, I heard you got me this job. And I said, no, I didn't. Being you got you this job. And we hit it off, immediately. And working with her, for me, was such a huge honor, and I'm sure for all of us.
Absolutely.
Because Nomhle Nkonyeni was just larger than life. Yeah. So sharing stuff on set, for me, is a huge honor.
What about you?
Oh, no. I can only just echo Sis Vatiswa's words. Just a legend. It doesn't happen all the time, I'm sure you know, where you get to work with your legends, people you've watched from before you knew you could even be a performing artist. But she never walked around wearing the fact that she's a legend. She would always accept, appreciate, school, laugh, teach us things we didn't even know we needed to learn. Just a legend. And I wouldn't want to underplay. That's the only thing that's echoing in my head right now, is the fact that she actually, if it was a different country, it would be a standstill.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because this is yet another giant that has fallen. And we can only but miss her. But most importantly, hope that the country does recognize that this is a huge deal and this is a huge legend. It's not a joke. So our tears just reflect what we hope is the entire nation's reaction this morning.
Now, of course, she was given the Order of Ikhamanga and Silver, and I want to read what the President said when he gave her this award. He says, for her brilliant contribution to the performing arts over the decades, you have shown durability and adaptability, which is key to make it in this industry, because we see many people step aside because they can't adapt, but she was able to do that.
One of the few, in her age group, how many people do you still see? It's only a few of them. And she just kept, recently they did a movie last year, and she traveled to, what was the movie? There was
the one in the Asian Cape?
Yes, that one. So she still had it in her, she just wanted to keep going and going and going. And if it wasn't probably due to ill health, I know she was going to go on for much longer, I'm just happy recently, as the Order of Kamanga, there was that recognition for her. And in PE, they've just named a street after her as well. And you just want to say at least thank you for those recognitions.
While she was alive.
While she was alive.
Yeah. Zikhona, you mentioned her being a role model for you, and obviously getting to work with a role model in an industry that you love as well.
Yes.
What do you draw, and how does she inspire you in your acting?
About that cheekiness of hers, the last time I actually saw her, I thought about it, was when she came to watch my play. It was written for her by Ethel Fugard in the 1950s. She came to the opening night, sat right in front. How cheeky is that? Why are you sitting in front of a show that was written for you? Unongogo. And at the end of the show, she comes and she sits me down and she just like, you know what, you did things to it I couldn't do, but sharpen this, sharpen that. So she's always challenging the female performer. She's always saying, go extra, go further. Why are you doing this? Why are you doing that? Don't be apologetic. Go in. Go. And you're like, oh no, but I don't want to, so that's who she has a personal relationship with anyone who cares to give her a moment. That's just one of the few thousands of things I could.
How should South Africans remember her? Because we know her on our television screens as an actress who was outstanding in everything she did, and she was much loved. Her characters were loved as well. But how should South Africans actually remember her?
fearless.
Yes, I was about to say the Xhosa version of the Igorha.
Yes.
Yes,
She was
Ligorha.
fearless.
She absolutely no boundaries.
Yeah.
In terms of how far she can take her work.
Yeah.
You couldn't hold her back. I mean, at her age, you really just couldn't hold her back. And she was daring dare her to do this, and she will do it, you know. I think that's how South Africans should remember her. And in her special language, you know her special language. Her fearless language, she says what she wants to say. It's up to you how you want to take it or interpret it.
Yeah.
But everyone knows she had a special language.
Very special.
Yeah.
Had a lot of French.
I'm guessing you can't say it on air.
Yeah, no.
It had a lot of French.
Yeah. So, and what did that mean for directors who actually had to work with her then?
It just meant that you have to know what you do.
Yes.
You do not step
Yes.
on a set or on a stage with her and you don't know your work, you don't know your job. Don't be a chancer.
Yeah.
I mean, she'll listen. She'll listen to you. You may be younger. We all are. But
And
you better know her.
She'll challenge you.
Yeah.
And try and do something and see if you're going to stop her from doing it.
Are you awake?
Like we'd have scenes where, you know, it's taking forever and there isn't time. People are panicking. And she says, I need a break. And she'll walk very slowly, casually. Are you going to stop me from this little break? And who's going to do that? You know, whatever she wants, she gets.
Yeah, because she's a star.
Yes.
Of course, a legend.
Thank you so much for your time. We appreciate it. And thanks for sharing your experiences.
Thank you
Thank you so much for having us.
We appreciate it. That, of course, was Fatiswa Ndacha and Zikona Sodlacha.